Hello everyone. I am so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And this is it. I have had so much fun playing with the gorgeous Posies stamp set. It is fabulous and I used it on this card, and I specifically used this image and this image. Now I've been making birthday cards because I need some birthday cards, and it just has celebrating your day. I wanted to say happy birthday, birthday wishes. So I took my sentiment from Butterfly Wishes and I've used it on today's card. So let's get this one going. All right. First thing I did was I took a piece of garden green DSP from the paper stack, and I'm going to add that to a piece of garden green cardstock. Now all the measurements and details are on the blog, on my blog, and there's a link below for you to click on and go over there. And while you're there, sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss my ideas. I have a new newsletter coming out on Monday, next Saturday. All right, so I've got that piece done. I'm going to add it to a piece of white that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. There we go. And then this is going to go in the center front, and I'm going to open this up to make sure I put it on the right, on the front, rather than sticking it somewhere where it's not going to, where it doesn't need to be, inside or the back. All right, and I'm going to kind of center it side to side, top to bottom. All right, and make sure it's straight. So I'm looking at my card base here a little. There. Okay, so I've got that stuck down. Now it's time for our flowers. So I stamped and cut out using Blackberry Bliss and Garden Green the flowers and the leaves. I'm going to add my leaves to my card, or to my flowers. My card, that won't work. I'm going to put one on that one and one down here on this side. And I'm just using a glue dot and then to add them on. Great way to do it. You can use whatever you want, but I like the glue dots because they're fast and easy. All right, time for some dimensionals. I love my dimensionals. I didn't stamp it dark enough, so I just flipped it over. You can do the same thing. If you stamp an image and it's not dark enough, or you didn't stamp the whole thing, flip it over. Paper always has two sides. So if you make a mistake, flip it over and stamp again. All right, and I'm going to add these dimensionals on here. And these are just adhesive foam dots, pop dots, whatever you call them. Stampin' Up! Calls them dimensionals. And I do like our dimensionals because they're not real large. I don't like real thick, I should say. I don't like real thick ones. So these are the perfect height. All right. So I'm gonna take my backs off, and then we'll add this. Oh, that one's already off. And I can tell because it's shiny. The paper on the back has a matte look to it. So if it's shiny, the piece has already been removed. And you don't have to remove it. And I've done that, tried to take it off when it didn't need to come off. All right, I'm going to put this piece down here, and I am going outside my rectangle, and then this piece I'm going to put up here. All right. My sentiment I stamped with Blackberry Bliss, and then I used the smallest stitch shapes to cut it out. And it needs dimensionals on the back, so I can add it to my card base. This is a quick and easy card that would be great for mass producing if you have a lot of birthdays coming up. There we go. And I needed a bow. I love my bows, so I'm pulling in the crinkled seam binding, and I'm going to tie my bow. And I'm not pulling that knot tight because I want a small bow. So I'm pulling my ends, and then I pull it a little bit more and pull my loops tiny. That back one is the one that's the tricky one. All right, when I get it down tight enough and small enough, then I can pull it tight. All right, now I'm going to use my scissors and trim my ends. And then this is going to go on with a glue dot. And I'm going to take, I'm going to look and see which side do I want. This one on top. All right, I'm going to put that on my glue dot, and then I'm going to pinch it and take it off. And that way, that glue dot is all in a bunch there. All right. And you know me, I found some new embellishments. These are the opal rounds, and I love these. So I'm using the smaller one in the center. They have just a little bit of glitter to them, but they kind of take on the color of the ink or cardstock that it's sitting on. So there it is. And don't miss doing the inside and the envelope. All the supplies I've used are listed below. Click the link and get this stamp set. It is just so much fun to play with. If you want to help me out on YouTube, I'd love it. Click the subscribe button below so you don't miss my videos. Click the bell so you're notified when I upload one. Leave me a comment. I love that. Thanks for visiting me today. Have a great day.